Hey guys, just wanted to talk to you guys about a little bit about antibiotic resistance and how it works. And you guys did an article about superbugs yesterday and kind of how that can create really big problems for people because we've created drugs that just don't like respond to our, or we've created bacteria that just don't respond to our drugs. You can take them and they just don't die. And so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how that happens, and it really deals with Darwin's theory of evolution in a way. And let's just say that each of these little dots that you see is a bacteria. So we have red bacteria, we have some blue bacteria, we have some black bacteria, and we have some yellow bacteria. And you can see all those different colors in this screenshot. And really, they're all the same bacteria. It's just that they have slightly different DNA. So you can imagine as these bacteria grew and reproduced, that there was the occasional mutation that made this yellow bacteria slightly different than its parent, who was red, or this blue bacteria slightly different than its parent that was red. So it really comes down to just DNA mutation that makes these things slightly different from each other. Now, if there's enough of them in your body, like right now, it's enough to get you sick. What happens is that you might go into the doctor. The doctor might prescribe an antibiotic, and an antibiotic works by killing bacteria, right? So that first day that you take the pill, you take it, and it starts to kill some of the bacteria. The issue is, though, it kills the weak ones first. And maybe a really weak mutation was the black one there that you saw, and it kills a few red ones as well. But it's always going to kill the weakest ones first. They're about ready to die anyway, or they're easy to kill. You take another round of drugs, okay? And the yellow ones start to die, and a couple red ones die as well. So yellow was not an advantageous mutation to have either. You take a third day and it kills some more. You take a fourth day and it kills some more. Okay, you keep taking it, and you're required to take it for 2 weeks, right? And you start to feel better, and you get near the end of your drug taking, and you're like, I feel really good. I'm just going to stop taking the drugs. And you stop. You've killed the weakest bacteria and you've left the strongest ones. And right now you see we have some strong red ones and we have some blue ones that survive. They have this mutation that makes them pretty tough to kill, resistant to that bacteria or that drug. And you just start going about your daily life feeling good again, but these things start to grow and divide in your body again. Okay? And they keep doing that, and after a few generations, you start to see that we've changed the allele frequency in this population of bacteria. There is a lot more blue bacteria than there were before. That change in allele frequency is what Darwin talked about. That is evolution. The bacteria have evolved, right? And we have kind of done it in a form of kind of natural selection, but it's kind of artificial at the same time because it's really kind of human created in the sense that we've exposed them to drugs, right? Now, you start to feel sick again. Once they multiply, you go back into the doctor. The doctor prescribes the drug again. You start taking it again. You kill the weak ones again, and you kill the weak ones again. And these blue ones just don't really respond to it. And they just kind of keep growing and reproducing in your body, and you've just created a bacteria that is now resistant to that drug that you were giving them before. Okay, had you probably taken it the whole entire time, they would have died off and they would have killed, or they would have been gone, right? So that's how we create superbugs and superbacteria. It is a type of evolution. It's kind of artificial selection, but it's really, really, really important you do a couple things to prevent these bugs from forming. One, don't use antibiotics when you don't need to. So antibiotic soaps are not really needed. You can just use a regular soap. And what that does is it traps bacteria and dirt in bubbles, and you wash them down the drain, as opposed to like killing them on your skin. Okay? You can make sure that you buy meat products that are not fed antibiotics. So some companies and farms will just feed constant antibiotics to their animals because they live in such close quarters. They're just trying to prevent sicknesses and it from spreading from one animal to the next. So antibiotics are given to some livestock just as part of their daily diet, and that is not a good thing either. You could also make sure that you use antibiotics that are prescribed to you in a proper way. Make sure you take all of them in a way that your doctor prescribes it in order to kill the bacteria entirely, as opposed to stopping early and letting the strong ones survive. So those are all steps that you can take. That's how we create superbacteria. You do have an assignment. I'll show it to you. I'll post it on Classroom with this video. The assignment is to do slide, I think it's 30. It's on antibiotic resistant bacteria called MRSA. And here's the deal with MRSA. It's another type of superbug. It's been around for quite a while. There are some drugs that work against it now, but it is still an extremely tough bacteria to kill. Again, it's not the newest one, but MRSA, MRSA, is what the article is about. There is 4 pages to the article, so make sure that you get to the bottom of the web page and that you hit the plus arrow to get to the next page. Okay? Good luck. Have a good weekend.